My name is Dak. It's a pleasure to have you guys here. I'm going to teach you guys about options. We're going to do options training today. It's not just going to be about cabinet refacing, although that's a main focus of this, and I'll show you how. We're going to talk about offering options in every department that we have in the store. And if you offer options, you're going to get solutions. And if you're going to get solutions for a customer, that's great customer service. And that's what we're all about, right? We want to be the #1 customer service retailer in the world. That's our motto. You've heard that, right? That's what we want to do. Well, if we're only offering an option, we only have a solution. And that's not great customer service, because if you're not offering options, you're only going to have one thing that they're going to go after. If they don't want it, where are they going?
Lowe's.
Or the competition, right? Somewhere else. They're going to Sears, they're going to go True Value, wherever they're going to go. Whatever that product is, they're going to go to the competition that sells it if we're only going to offer one thing. Now, can you do me a favor? Put your hands out like this. Now, what is that? $5 foot long, or it's options. You have a left and a right option. You can take them back. You have a left and a right. There's no wrong option. You have a left and you have a right. And every department in the whole store of Home Depot has an option, right? Everything that we sell, we don't sell just one color of paint, do we? We don't carry just white. We carry thousands of colors of paint. We don't carry just one color of stain or one type of stain. Thousands, right? Same thing with we don't carry just Samsung. We carry LG, we carry Maytag, different types. There's always options. But in some of our departments, we've gotten away from that because we think we know best, right? We think we know best, and when they come in, I'm going to go back to 1979 just to set up this options just a little bit better. 1979, what's significant about that? Anybody know? Okay, what is it? What is it over there? What's great about 1979 Home Depot?
We opened our doors.
We opened our doors. We had 2 stores in Atlanta, Georgia. We went from 2 to over 2,500 now, right? We have 2,500 stores. And it was very important to Arthur and Bernie in the beginning to offer this. Can you put your hands out like this for me? That's $5 foot long. No, that wasn't what it was. It was options. You have a left option or a right option. You can take them back. But thanks for doing that. What that means is, from the beginning, it was important for them to give options to the customer, because they knew that if you didn't and you only offered one thing, they're going to go somewhere else, right? Let's go for garden, for instance. It happened in every one of our departments. But in garden, we'll go over here, garden, right? And they unloaded these Murray lawnmowers or John Deere's or whatever they had at the time, and they had 3 of them for each store. They would unload the boxes, take them out, and then they would take the boxes and they'd put them up on the shelf. Did you ever hear about that? They would take the boxes and put them on the shelf. You know what they call that? Fake it till you make it. Fake it till you make it. You know why? Because it was important for them to give options. They had 6 of those lawnmowers there to what the customer saw instead of just 3. So the customers go, man, they got 6 lawnmowers down there. It's great. No, that was a big box. That was a big deal at that time. They have 6 lawnmowers there, right? So they faked it till they made it by giving options. We're going to get down to what's in it for me. What's in it for me? Why should I care about options? And I'll show you why. Okay? Let's go to kitchens, for instance, because that's who pays my bills. I just showed you that, the cabinet refacing, right? Well, we have different options in that, but what we've gotten away from it in windows, we've gotten away from it in flooring. A lot of times we'll only offer options on one thing. We'll offer an option, and we have the greatest kitchen designers in the United States that work for Home Depot. They have this CAD system. They'll come in. This is the right option, but if we're only offering one, it's just an option. It's not options. It's just an option. And so they're working on the kitchen designer is going to design that kitchen. We're going to knock out a wall. We're going to put these new cabinets in. We're going to put all these new appliances in. It's going to be gorgeous. You're going to love it. Well, they designed 10 of them. How many nationwide do they sell on average?
Not many.
1.
Yeah.
10%. So right now, let's do this. 100 people walked in the door. Just pretend 100 people walked in. They all wanted a kitchen. They just came from a kitchen convention. And they went, go to Home Depot. So they come into Home Depot and they go, yeah, I want a kitchen. Great, we'll design you a kitchen. Because we have the greatest designers in the country. We'll do it. And they'll design them a beautiful kitchen. 90 people walked out because they didn't want a kitchen designed. Right? So we only got 10% of them. That's the national average. If you had done this, what is this? Options.
Oh, options, yeah.
Options. If you'd have just done this in your mind. Okay, how do you like the layout of your kitchen? Well, you know, I hate the layout of my kitchen. I want to knock this wall out and put new cabinets in. Great. We're going to go to the right and we're going to design you a kitchen. We know they're going to want that. Our percentages are going to go up Probably at about 40%, if we know that's what they want. How do you like the layout of your kitchen? Well, I like the layout, I just don't like the look. It's a 90s oak look, and I just want to spruce it up, right? Okay, we got two options on the left. So we offer them Enhance. Enhance, when offered it to the customer, they'll pick it about 10% of the time. What it does is we do a chemical reaction. We can bring the color up on the finish, color down on the finish. We can change the color of the finish with a chemical. We can do the hardwood flooring that way. It looks really good. It's a $2,000 option. It's inexpensive. It's not cheap, but it's inexpensive comparative to like a ripping it out or the other options that we have. And it's great for people who just want to spruce it up, don't want to spend a lot of money. 10% of the people will choose that. Now we've just doubled our success, right? Our success sharing checks, because everything goes towards that. Well, when you on the bottom line, if anything that goes over plan goes success sharing checks, a percentage of that. So you just doubled your chance of getting your success sharing check up, right? Okay, how do you like the layout of your kitchen? Same thing, we're going over to the left here. Cabinet refacing, the thing I just showed you, right? 1 out of 4, when given that option, will buy it. So if you set up an appointment, 1 out of 4 will buy it. That's 25% in anybody's book. So now what we've done, 100 people walked into Home Depot, right? 100 of them. Because they just came from this convention of kitchens. And well, let's go to the Home Depot. They sell kitchens. So they walk in, 100 of them. We did this. How do you like the layout of your kitchen? Give them options. We went from 10 to 20 to 45%. Just by doing this. Now 45 of them are buying something. Did you try to sell them? No, you didn't try to sell them anything. All you did was put your hands out like this. This is all you did, isn't it? You gave them options. We don't need you to be a salesman as long as you have knowledge. And knowledge is power, and power puts money in your pocket just by giving options. Do I want you to be an expert on all the stuff we sell? We have 28 different programs that we sell in home services. Do I want you to be an expert on any of them? Nope. You don't have to. If you know just enough, we have a thing called the Focus 6, right? We have Focus 6, and we have a little trifold, and you can read it. And will you remember everything you read on that? Nope. But take 10 minutes and read it. Get it from your PS, or get it from your SASM, which is Carlo. Get it from Carlo. And when you read that, right, when you read it, you're going to retain about 20% of it. But that 20% is going to make you money. Because here's what you're going to do. Does anybody here know what free money is? Dave, you don't? Jose, you know what free money is? Take a shot at it. What is it?
Money that's free.
That's it. Money that's free.
Really?
Money that's free. It was not a trick question.
Business class. I don't remember saying about free money.
It wasn't. Yeah, business class. They didn't go over
No.
that. In Home Depot, we have a thing called free money, and I'll show you what it is. If you go, it's like Bernie and Arthur back in the beginning. They faked it till they made it, right? They couldn't afford to put those big 5-gallon things up there with different paints, right? Because we buy everything that goes on the shelves. Home Depot owns it. So you go out on our shelves now. We have 2,500 stores now, and everything on those shelves, Home Depot bought it. And when we sell it, we get a profit margin. But you have to buy it. That's not free. We bought it, and then we have not a salesman, but an associate, show somebody where it's at. We have somebody stocking it. We have somebody making sure that it got received. So all those people have to be paid. And then once that's all done, that's your profit margin on that product, right? Free money is this at Home Depot. You know enough about cabinet refacing where you take them over to the computer and you say, would you like us to come out and give you a free quote on cabinet refacing for your kitchen? Because I gave you options and that's what you wanted. So I can set you up an appointment, right, Jose? I can set you up an appointment in 5 minutes because you know just enough about cabinet refacing to be dangerous. Dangerous for what? Putting money in your wallet for free money. You set that up, we sell that. Our average ticket is anywhere from $8,000 to $12,000. 30% of that goes into the coffer for your success sharing checks. You spent 5 minutes, and that $3,000 on a $10,000 sale, because it's 30%, that's $3,000, goes right to your success sharing checks, the percentage of it, right? Free money. We didn't have to buy anything. We didn't have to have a margin of anything. We get a 30% margin for free. Because all you did was you took enough time. Do I want you to be a salesman? Nope. I want you to be a solutions person. Because if you're offering options, you can then do what? You can then offer solutions. Not solution, not option, solutions. And if you offer solutions, you can go from 10%, just one department, kitchens, just one department, you can go from 10% to 45%. Think what that does for your success sharing checks. You got a 10% little check, or you got a 45% check. I tell you which one I want. Now here's something even cooler. What we're going to offer for you guys. I'm going to really go into what's in it for me, right? What's in it for me? That's what this is all about. You know, sure, I'm all about the customer. It's a great thing. But if we're only offering options, we're cheating the customer, right? Because they don't even know that we offer this. But there's something worse than cheating the customer. What is it, Dave?
Besides cheating ourselves?
Cheating ourselves. If we're not offering those options, we're not going to see that 45%. We're only going to see 10. So you're cheating you. And that means when you go to the success sharing check meeting on that Sunday afternoon or that Sunday morning, and you look at it and your check's $50 when it could have been $500 if we had just done this. Okay, that 10% we sold on that kitchen design, we sold it at $10,000 sale. 19% margin. So $1,900 goes towards your success sharing checks, right? We sold it over here, same thing, $10,000 for cabinet refacing. $10,000, 30% margin because it's a Home Depot corporate company. 30%, so $3,000 goes towards your success sharing checks, right? Okay, this one messed up. The contractor messed it up. We got a bad problem. $20,000 cabinet that we messed up while we were putting it in, and we have to pay for it. Who pays for that? Dave?
I guess it comes out of Home Depot.
It does the store though.
Yeah. Because
the store designed it, the store owns it. So you had a $20,000 mess up. You only had $1,900 in your margin that you got for a profit. Well, that $18,100 now comes out of that. So you're in the hole $18,100 from a $20,000 mess up. You pay for it. All that hard work that you did setting those appointments and all that stuff because of one screw up in kitchens. We still want to do kitchens, and that doesn't happen very often, but I'm just saying if it does, that's what happens, right? Cabinet refacing, we screw it up. Same thing, $10,000 to $20,000 screw up. We gave you $3,000 in here, right? So you're only down $17,000. No. It's corporate. Corporate handles it. You made the call or you set it up on Service Connect. That's what we want you to do with Service Connect. You set it up there, we eat it. You're going to get one call because the customer got it here at the store. They're going to go, they messed up my cabinets. You know, I need a new one. That's the last time you're going to hear from it because we take it from there. Here, this could go on for months. And it's going to cost you your money. We don't touch that $3,000. It stays right there. All because you did this. You gave options. You got more of a percentage of keeping your money if you go with corporate than any time you do in the store. And this, we want to offer this option, but we only want to offer this option if it's right for the customer. Because if we offer that option and when we just offering the option again, like I've showed you, they didn't even know they could have had this, and then they go, "Why didn't you offer?" It's the same thing with screwdrivers. I do on weekends. I do drone flying, right? You see those pictures from the air? I have a couple drones. I love it. It's fun. And I crashed them. Well, I need a little tiny screwdriver, Jose. I got to get in there and fix this thing, right? So what if I went to the Home Depot and I said, Aaron, who's in charge of hardware, and I go, Aaron, I need a screwdriver for my drone. I broke it, and if I just screw this, it'll fix it. He goes, perfect. I got this screwdriver. You can use it as a crowbar later. It's awesome. Am I going to buy that, Jose? No. You know why? Because it's ridiculous and it didn't happen. But that's what we do in other. That's what we do in other departments. You know, in screwdrivers, you go, that's ridiculous. No, nobody's going to do that. You're right. But I'm trying to make a ridiculous scenario. So you get that's what we're doing in flooring if we don't offer options. That's what we're doing in millwork if we don't offer options. You know, say windows. And I'll give you an example. If you have just a little bit of knowledge in every one of those Focus 6, you can be dangerous. You can make your success sharing checks go through the roof. And here's how I'm saying it. In Windows, for example, somebody says, I hate my Windows. And I say, well, how old's your house, Jose? How old is it?
From 1950.
1950. Have you ever had the Windows updated?
It got updated when we purchased it.
When?
Back in 2000 something.
2001.
1.
Okay, so your windows are over 10 years old. So what you're going to have is you're going to have contractor grade windows. They're not going to be energy efficient. They're going to be they're double pane. They're going to be 16% efficient. How do I know that? Because I read it once and I retained that information. Did I study it? No. Retain. I think anything over 10 years is going to be double pane, 16% efficient. The new windows that we have, which we have, J.D. Powers and Associates call it a dynasty. They've been the #1 customer satisfaction window for the last 4 years. #1. J.D. Power and Associates, that's not Home Depot. And they call it a dynasty. How do I know that? I went back in millwork and I saw that poster. Have I studied it? No, I just saw it. And then our windows are 96% efficient. You can put a heat lamp on it like I've done. Put a heat lamp on it, put your hand up to it, shut the window and you don't feel it anymore. Try to stand in front of your window at the house when the sun's beating through it. I guarantee you're going to start sweating because 84% of the heat's coming through and hitting you. The only thing those windows are really good for is they went from single pane to double pane. They thought, you know, that's a good little bit of insulation. It's not. What's happening is they're just basically stopping rain and wind. That's what they're good for. These save you 30% guaranteed on your heating. So, well, wow, you sound like an expert. Nope, I'm not. People in millwork know a lot more about it than I do. But I know enough where I can go from $100,000 in sales in 2010 on Windows to $2.5 million in 2011 just by doing this. Giving them options on the stuff that we install. You know, 80% of the people that walk in the door, they don't even know that we install anything. They think we're a do-it-yourself store, DIY. They think that's what we are, right? If we don't tell them, if we don't do this for them, they don't know. So that's what I'm saying about every department that we have. Now I'm going to give you some other information. If you guys, between October 27th, this is what's in it for me, I'm going to get down to it now. What's in it for me, Dave? October 27th through November 23rd, Home Depot Interiors is going to give you $25 for every appointment you set. You set a confirmed appointment, and I'm not going to give you cash. We're going to put it on your check. You have to put your information in, and your store ID number, and then your associate ID number. Once that's a set appointment, it's $25 in your pocket. Do you guys know how to set an appointment? Mm-hmm. Do you know how to set an appointment, Jose? How do you do it?
Service Connect.
Service Connect. So what? Not only will it help your success sharing checks if you offer options. Now we're giving you a spiff starting October 27th. You want to set an appointment? You get $25. It's as simple as that. Okay. I'm going to tell you something about being a lead generator. I was a lead generator in 2010, and my first day was the day of success sharing checks. You probably just had one in September, right?
Right. It
was in the afternoon, the evening, right? Well, you sit there and you go, give me an H, give me an H. Right, we do all that stuff, right? Kick ass, all that stuff. And we're sitting there, and I open up my success sharing check, and it says $49. That's 6 months bonus, $49. I stuck it in there and went, thank God we had bagels, right? Because that's the only reason I came today. $49 couldn't take my wife and I out to eat, right? So the SASM comes over to me, and he says, listen, I need you to get everybody here excited about success sharing checks. And I said, excuse me, hold, just wait a second, Keith. $49. How am I supposed to get them excited? And he goes, put that away, throw it away, I don't care what you do. He said, but why do you think you're taking this job and the guy before you's gone? He said, you didn't get him excited. We need somebody who can get the troops ready to go, the associates. He said, you know that any given time of year, we got 120 to 140 associates in the store. He said, if you can get 5 of them to buy into what I'm about to tell you, you'll double, triple, or quadruple your success sharing check. And I looked at him, I said, I don't believe you. And he said, have I ever lied to you? I said, no. He goes, what do you got to lose? Try it my way for 6 months. If it doesn't work, you know, call me a liar, whatever. And I said, okay, I'll try it. It took me all I could do to get 5 people to buy in, out of the 120 in, because they saw their success sharing check too, right? They didn't believe me either, but I got them to buy in enough to do this. Dave, just give me 1. And I would go, Sammy, just give me 1. And I would go, Jose, give me 2. So we'd do all that, right? And 6 months went by. I'm sitting there sweating bullets, just sweating bullets, because I'm thinking, oh my God, don't make me be a liar to these 5 people. I don't care about the rest of them now. They didn't buy in. But these 5 people believed me. So we're sitting there, and I ripped that check open. It's $503. $503. That's 10 times what we did before. That's 1,000% up, from $49 to $503. Why? Why did that happen? Because we did this. We offered options in everything we sold in the store, including home services. And when we set those appointments, they sold. And they sold a lot. I got 10 more people to buy in because they saw that it was a lot easier the second 6 months. We maxed out. You ever maxed out on your success sharing check here at the store? You ever maxed out? Mm-hmm. Do you know what that feels like? You feel like a store manager. You know why? Because you get enough, that check is actually real. That check is big enough for you to go, ooh, that's a nice bonus, instead of a little perk. See what I'm saying? And guess who controls that? You do, and you do, and I do. When we go out there and we give options, and we sit, and we write, and we set an appointment, or, you know, or a lead, we control all of that. You know, every 6 months you go through and you have these, you have a biannual review, right? And they give a non-money one and a money one, right? Well, and you get whatever the percentage is, and they give you whatever they decide you're worth. They do it. This is the only time you can write your own bonus. Your own raise is by going options. If you give these options, and you know those Focus 6, and you can speak to them, and I'm a little bit selfish with cabin refacing, but it's the biggest one we got in the store. It can make you the most money the fastest. And not only that, now we're going to give a spiff for it.